It's time to talk about Britney Spears.
It's
Uh,
time to talk about Britney.
exactly. Britney has had a conservatorship since 2008, which it was put in motion, I should say, by her father, Jamie Spears, and her then manager, Lou M. Taylor. And now we're learning from a source that Britney wants more autonomy and she hopes her mother, Lynne, will help. According to a source who tells ET, Britney trusts Lynne and has asked her mother to be part of her conservatorship because she truly believes that her mother wants to help her have more autonomy when it comes to her money. ET obtained court documents filed by Lynne requesting special notice for all matters involving a trust fund Britney set up in 2004, which was taken over by her father Jamie when Britney was placed under that conservatorship in 2008. Our source says that Lynne sees a huge improvement in Britney and that Britney knows she might not be ready to be in complete control, but she wants more freedom to spend how she pleases. Cassie,
I think, I think this is a great step for Britney. And it's so crazy to be reminded that this conservatorship went into effect in 2008. Like, it's been years since this took place. And, thinking about, a conservatorship and what it limits an individual in doing, even just making basic decisions on your own. I feel like it's time for Britney to be allowed to expand what she's allowed to do as an individual. Obviously, Britney and her mom have had such a close relationship, especially over the years. We've seen on social media they've spent a lot of time together, and I think this is a good step for Britney with her mom getting involved now. I mean, since this conservatorship started, 12 years ago, Britney has done a lot. And I feel like people forget about that. Obviously she's been out of the spotlight, most recently, but, she released 4 albums. She did 3
mm-hmm.
worldwide tours. Remember, she did a 4-year Vegas residency. She was a judge
Yes.
on X Factor. She was a businesswoman releasing perfumes and a lingerie line. Like, obviously she's kind of laid low recently, but I feel like, if that's something she wants to do, whatever she wants to do, let it be her decision. And maybe this could be a really good sign for her.
And like we said, our source says that her mom has seen her making these huge
Hmm.
strides, through therapy, through exercising daily. And so, I think Lynn has just wants to be a part of that whole process. It's something she's been working on
Hmm.
since 2019 when she requested special notice for everything regarding Britney's conservatorship. In fact, a source at the time told ET that her mother, Lynn, has always wanted to have a position in Britney's
Hmm.
conservatorship. And it's just crazy to me too that, like you mentioned, it's been about 12 years since she was first
Hmm.
placed into this conservatorship, and it's something that fans, I think, believe and feel that she wants out of. Like, literally, this recent filing comes as the online Free Britney movement has started picking up steam again online, with many fans thinking she wants out. Well, a source tells ET that Britney's fans are constantly worried and continue to post hashtag Free Britney, hashtag
Hmm.
Save Britney, and petition for her to have her life back. But the reality is she has a great life and just chooses to be home and private much of the time. And I think that's where Lynn comes in. I think she just trusts her mom that, like, even though she can't be in complete control like the source tells us,
Hmm.
she trusts her mom to have her best interests at heart.
I think from a human to human standpoint, a part of my heart breaks for Britney because you think of this, artist over the years growing up in the spotlight, never really having this privacy, working your butt off for
Hmm.
decades of your life. And she's amassed a great fortune that is very well deserved. And I just, a part of my heart breaks that, she can't have full control over that because of this
Hmm.
conservatorship. So, I'm really curious to see, what's going to happen next, especially now that the Free Britney movement is picking up steam yet again. And, also now that it's picking up steam, we saw Britney's boyfriend, Sam. He shared a cryptic message on his Instagram story Wednesday, which supported women's rights for women to, quote, make their own decisions freely. Now,
Yeah.
is this a message, to or about Britney in light of the Free Britney movement on social
Hmm.
media? My assumption would be yes. I mean, he's someone who's stood by her side,
Mhm.
throughout all of this in the last few years. And, just judging off of, obviously I don't know Britney personally, you know what I mean? But like judging off of her Instagram post for him and his post for her, like they seem to have a really healthy relationship. And I feel like Britney is someone who can't trust people freely, but he is someone who, hasn't done her wrong, and someone
I
that she
agree.
can rely on in addition to her mom. And so maybe this is the team between Sam and her mom, Lynne. Maybe this is the team that really she needs right now that's going to, help get her that freedom per se.
If not the freedom, they're at least lending to her great life, her quote unquote great life. And I think that's something to remind the fans because as loyal and fierce as they go for Britney, I mean, she literally has a Britney army behind her, right? I
Mm-hmm.
think it's important to remember that, she has her kids, she has Sam, she has her mom, she is posting up a storm on Instagram, she's exercising, she is living her
She's
best
working
life.
on,
And
yeah.
you know what I mean? She's kind of like entertaining us in the process too. Like as quirky and weird as her Instagram post can be, I'm so here for it because I'm like, wow, this feels so genuine. It doesn't feel like this is not someone controlling what she's putting out there in the world on social media. And for that, I'm like, she's fine. You know what I mean? And so I think
Yeah, but when
this
you
at
do
this
a
point, it's a
deep
little
dive,
technical. Say that again.
right. But when you do a deep dive into a conservatorship and what that entails, like, yes, as from a human being standpoint, you have to, empathize with her a little bit.
Absolutely. Especially, I mean, she's what, 38 years old? Like she should be in control of her own finances and her own money, it's her own coin.
If
But
she's
switching,
received well deserved coin. Sorry, go on.
I
I'm sorry.
no, I agree. Leave Britney alone is all I have to say.